Hey everybody, it's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the anomaly, Dwayne O'Neal Robinson, back and again with another YouTube video. Listen, if this is your first time clicking onto my channel or onto my page, I want to welcome you to D-Space. This is a space and a place for you to gain positivity, motivation, and inspiration, all through the means of laughter. And I strongly encourage you to click on that subscribe button and on that bell. Therefore, every time when I upload great content, you will be notified. And to my original subscribers, thank you so much for your love and your support. This topic that I will be discussing is learning how to deal with death. I know. It is a very morbid topic and a lot of people don't like to talk about it. However, I personally believe that we live in a day and an age where everyone is being very open, very vocal about any and everything. And I think this is one of these topics, whether if you are a male or a female, it is so important to talk about because there are people out there that are hurting and they don't necessarily know how to cope with the whole grieving process. 5 stages of grieving. All right, some people say there are 5, some people say there are 7, some people even go up to 12 different stages. For me, I'm just going to focus on the 5. First stage of grief is shock and denial, right? You can't necessarily believe that the person that you love and care for so much, whether if it's a spouse, a child, a friend, a relative of some sort or some nature, anyone that is near and dear to you, is no longer present on earth anymore. So you're stunned, of course. The second stage is you become angry, you become upset, you are upset with God, you are upset with yourself, you are angry at the person, for various different means and ways, but you're angry, you're upset, you're mad about the whole death in general. Now, the third stage of grief, after the denial, after your anger has faded, you start to go through this bargaining phase. You know, usually it's with your spiritual head, in my case, God. So we try to bargain with God, like, yo, God, if you could bring this person back, or if you could just make a way for them to just come back to me. I want them alive. I can't live my life without them. You start to try to find ways to wrestle with getting the person back that you love. Now, the fourth stage, after you've gone through the bargaining phase and it starts to settle in like this thing is real, you end up falling into a depression. And this is where things get a little bit challenging, this fourth stage, because I'll take a moment and pause right here. In the phase of depression, there is no time frame on it. It is on an individual basis. There are some professionals that say when someone is grieving, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to function back to a normal level. Professionals say it takes up to 6 months to even 4 years. And lastly, there are other professionals that say you never fully get over it, you just know how to deal and cope with that loss. To say this, just please be empathetic towards someone when they are going through a loss, especially through death, because everyone grieves differently. And for you, you may be able to bounce back. For others, it's gonna take them a little bit of time. Fifth stage of grief is acceptance. So you fully accept the fact that the person that you care for so much is no longer with us here on this earth, and now you have realized like they're gone, You're not going to see them for a little while. Now, when I say a little while, this is where your religious, spiritual, or denominational beliefs come into play. If you believe in the afterlife, if you believe in heaven, or if you believe in hell. I do. So therefore, that gives me hope when I do lose someone through death, that I know that I'm going to see them again. If God's will is rightfully so, for me to make it into heaven and to see all of my loved ones that are able to make it, or that was able to make it. So it's just for different religious purposes, everyone believes in different things. However, I'm just touching base on that aspect. So the religious component really does help, wherein it gives you hope in the sense of, okay, I'm going to see this person again. They're in a state of slumber, and God will wake them up eventually when He feels the time is right, and we'll be reunited again. All right? So there are various different practical techniques that you could practice during the time while you're grieving. Okay? Number one, do not mask your emotions. Be completely honest. Be completely raw. If you need to cry, scream, yell, whatever emotions that you are feeling, make sure that you're able to get it out. Because when you suppress those emotions, trust me, it's going to seep out in other places and affect other people, whether professionally or personally. And you don't want that. You don't want to take out your emotions on someone else that doesn't necessarily deserve it. So make sure you do feel those emotions. You do go through the waves and the stages of grief, because that is going to help you with your healing process. Ignoring it, trying to black it out, that does not help. If that means that you need to step away from your job, you need to step away from your family, you need to step away from your friends, you need to just put yourself in solitary confinement, you need to step away from social media, the phone, any means of communication, that is just fine. However, don't let it supersede an extended period of time, because that within itself is not healthy as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's important for you to step away, like I stated, from your job. Give yourself some time to clear your mind, clear your head, feel whatever it is that you need to feel. Be around people that are very encouraging and supportive of you. Answer the phone, answer the text messages, emails, still be able to communicate. Make sure that you're still eating and drinking water and fluids. Therefore, everyone, like I said, everyone grieves differently. So you have some people that are stress eaters. You have some people who, when they're down and out, they don't eat. Some people just, like I said, black things out and try to move forward. Some people they get very, very sleepy and all they want to do is sleep. And there's some other people that they can't sleep. So you just have to find a regiment when you are grieving, even though you don't feel like doing the day-to-day tasks that you need in order to survive. It's important for you to keep doing it. Therefore, you're not putting your physical body in a situation that could cause even more illness or ailments that is going along with the grief. Make sure that you laugh, you focus on the positive, the happy times, the memories that you and that individual have made. Try your utmost best to look at it as celebrating that person's life and being happy that they're no longer in pain, or the fact that, they're finally at rest, and you just want to reflect on the good times, the happy times that they were here, as well as make sure you do this on a daily basis or periodically. Let's not wait until someone dies in order to reach out to other individuals that we haven't heard from in a long time. Remember, as people, we make time for whatever we want to make time for. So if someone is running across your mind, pray for them, okay? Call them, reach out to them. Do not wait until these life situations happen, like weddings, funerals, deaths, babies coming into the world, anything dealing with life or death. That's when you want to reach out to people. Take the time out to touch base with other individuals, especially when it comes to death. Also reach out to the individuals that are very strong. They're very stoic. They're very stalwart. They're not showing any emotion, because privately, behind closed doors, they may feel the most alone at that time. So make sure that you check on the strong friends, check on the funny friends, check on the ones that are very stalwart and that are rock-like, because they feel it too, and some people know how to mask their emotions more than others, and it is important for everyone to be touched, everyone to know that, hey, I'm here for you, and to know that someone cares for them. I also want to even say this: it's important for you to talk about your emotions, get it out, even if you have to write it out, speak about it, and even if you do all of these things, make sure you seek professional counseling. Make sure you are able to reach out to a therapist and speak about your emotions to help you heal, because again, you may be able to do all of these things that I mentioned before, but it still is not helping, and that is okay. I think it is very important to seek professional help. It's not something like, oh, I'm a man and I need to be macho and I'm gonna be all right. No, you need to seek that help. It doesn't matter if you're a woman and you're like, I'm private, I don't want anyone in my business. You don't have to have anyone in your business. You could request for people to give you some time and some privacy while you grieve. However, you still need to talk about it. You still need to get it out. Those emotions that you are holding are very, very important to release. So seeking professional help is very important, and I think it's very helpful, and it will help you to go through the healing process. So once again, all of us, especially with COVID-19, have dealt with death. It seems like last year everyone was dying. People have been committing suicide. Couples have been dealing with miscarriages. People have been sick and had terminal illnesses that have passed away. Sometimes we have sudden deaths that just happen out of nowhere, whether if they are young, whether if they are a little bit older, it still doesn't matter. That still is a loss of life. So these are the things that I hope that you would adhere to, that will help you to learn how to deal with death and get you on the road to recovery for your healing process. That's all I have to say to you today. Until next time,